Good afternoon. This is Chris Brecher with the Simpler Stocks free video. It's Valentine's Day right now. This is the video for February 15th. It's about 1:47. I'm putting this out early. This is a little different this time. Just want to sort of explain what our site does and what some of the stocks we've watched of what they've done. To just let you know what's going on today. What else can I say? Market straight up in here. Idea is the ESs look lousy earlier in the day, and you know what? I warned everybody. What happens? You get oversold above the ATR trailing stop, and you go back up, and that's exactly what we saw happen today. Just uncanny on how that's been happening every day in here. The idea is the Russell was down today. Everybody thought the Russell was reversing. We were talking on Simpler Stocks that all we're doing is staying in a range. But the idea in here is you do what's working now. So right now, yeah, the ES is up 575, NASDAQ up 825, Russ only up 190, and bonds getting hit down 29. The idea in here, and this is why I did the video early, is you go on what's working now, and that's one of the best parts of Simpler Stocks, is the creativity. The idea is if the Russell is this close to breaking out, and if you have the ESs already going to Never Never Land, then guess what you trade? The small stocks, the stocks in the Russell. And so far, that's working pretty well. To just give you an example of some of the stocks that we've been watching in here, check out these stocks. I mean, I'm pretty happy about this. ACAD. We were showing this when it broke at 32. Let me give you some of the small ones. SPPI. As you see, this has just kept going. What's the point that we try to show everybody in Simpler Stocks? Look at the hourly. You had a bull flag there after it already went up. And then you could take another 60 cents, another 10% out of it. AVXL. We were showing this down here at 450. It's now 629. Now the point is, you might say, well, the whole market took it up. The idea is, look what's moving today. Unbelievable in here, some of these tiny stocks moving again. NVTA had earnings. We warned that this could be a buy prior to earnings. Stock breaks out, goes up 10% today. Here's a couple more for you. RXDX, well, what can you say about that one? We were showing that under $6, now $8. What's the moral of the story? On the way up, it formed bull flags the whole time. That's what we're trying to show people. Stay with what's working. In fact, I'll give you a perfect example of this. Go back to AVXL. Look at an hourly chart. And this sort of sums up the entire stock market right now. Everybody trying to short when the ATR trailing stop is under the price, or let's put it the opposite way. The price just stair steps up with the ATR trailing stop. We do a whole free class on how to use the ATR trailing stop within Simpler Stocks. Understand, though, breakout, it never looked bad. Never. Look at a 15-minute chart. Maybe a little blip coming up in here. But we're talking about this move right here on a 30-minute. We used it more in a 30-minute, just straight up the whole time in here. Very exciting in there. So just to let you know what you get with the Simpler Stocks subscription, you get the chat room where we go over these kind of ideas from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. So the first half hours before the opening, we come up with strategy. We then have a half hour to implement the strategy. We have a premium video, a lot more in depth, and we go over all these stock ideas. Not just brag about them, we actually go over and try to tactically figure what's going to be our priorities in there. The email alerts, very proud of these. Every day I show 6 index and futures charts because the futures and index charts lead everything. Look at the stock trades and chart ideas. I want to share it because I'm fascinated with this. Just want you to realize, long ideas. Nice scanner for long ideas. Long ideas. List of swing trading stocks. Guess what? One day I showed shorts in the last 2 weeks. That's because the market never looked bad. So just understand how that works in there. The other thing we have in here on the premium video, I show unusual option activity. I used to just post it, but the annotations, it's just hard to explain it. So we've been putting it live in the premium videos, and that's been working really well. We also have a forum where it's a message board type of way to communicate between me and subscribers or subscribers with each other to ask some questions. Meetup, very powerful part of the site. We are doing free classes all the time. We're doing it right now on Train Your Brain on how to use feel in trading. Really exciting on how that's worked. This web series is 6 different series, anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour. Every one of these is free. We're not sticking you with extra charges in here. And then they go in to our learning center. Every one of these, I'm not talking about 1 or 2. Look how many learning centers we've had in there. A lot of places charge $99 a pop for these, all included in your subscription. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like I said, we have the $7 30-day trial, and we've had thousands sign up for it, and we have one of the highest retention rates in the entire industry. So everybody have a great night. Try to have a nice, safe Valentine's Day tonight, and I will talk to you tomorrow.